Very good morning to all of you. Myself, Professor Dhaval Chandrana, and we are starting a unit number 3 before my 3 to 4 lecture. And today we will discuss the last lecture of unit number 3, known as Web Application Tool for the Web Vulnerability Tools. Guys, today is the last lecture for unit number 3 as well as a video series which we are starting for the cybersecurity subject. Today we will complete both the thing unit number 3 as well as cybersecurity subject. So guys, I wish you are complete all the things which we are doing in between all the video lectures, and I hope you are learned so many things. If you have any doubt regarding anything which we are discussing throughout this series, please watch my videos and solve your all the doubt as much as possible. Guys, so we will start with the today's video lecture with a 4 different tool which is really important in a nowadays, because the biggest issue regarding a cybersecurity nowadays is nothing but a password cracking and brute force tools. Guys, hackers always targeted those kind of people who are non-technical most of all, or if you are a user with a legal criteria, means if you aware about so many things but not in depth. So guys, for this a hacker just easy to identify your passwords, user account, as well as if you are using a repeated password in all the account, then it is the biggest issue nowadays. So guys, how the hacker will be hack your system through different tools which we are studying in our today's lecture, and after we are completed our video series lecture of cybersecurity subject as well as unit number 3. So guys, we will start with the tool known as password cracking and brute force tool. Start with the first tool. Before we will start anything regarding a password cracking, just I will give you the brief introduction. What is a password cracking? A password is the secret word or the phrase that is used for the authentication process in a various applications. Like nowadays, everything is depends on two different things. It is nothing but a username and password. If you have, then you can access all the things. If you didn't remember your username password, then you are not a legitimate user, because computer doesn't know about a human being. They are just believing informations that which you are provided in concept of username and password. It is used to gain the access to accounts and resources. I will just give you the example like Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, everything through which you can access a username password and you get your data, or we can say your personal informations. Like if you access your computer system, then you provide a username and password. Within your system you can install so many software which can protect your applications, protect your private folders like photos, movies and all the things. In short, we can say our private data is secure with two different things known as username and password. A password protects our account or resources from the unauthorized access, because which we are provided it's a legitimate users and illegitimate users identity. If you have a right username and password, then a user is authorized. If they doesn't know, then it is not a authorized person. What is a password cracking thing? First we are discussing what is a passwords and which requirement nowadays for protecting your data with help of password. Now we learn what is a password cracking. Password cracking is the process of guessing or recovering a password from the stored locations or from the transmission system. Means maybe it's become unauthorized access to access our computer system with help of guessing the passwords and recovery password with a different tools. Means they just trying to access our all the possible cases which we are based on our passwords, or nowadays we can say that our password is based on our day-to-day life. So if some unauthorized access is our colleagues or friend, then they easily guess our passwords. It is used to get a password for unauthorized access or to recover a forgot passwords. Both the things. When we are a legitimate user but we are not remember our password, at that time we are performing a forgot password. And if some unauthorized person can gain the access without any kind of password knowing, at that time they are known about unauthorized access. Most of the password cracking tools try to log in with every possible combinations of word, like is previously guessing the password. If login is successful, it means the password was found. If the password is strong enough with the combinations of numbers, characters and a special character, these cracking methods maybe take hours, week or month. Guys, we know that nowadays a password combination is must be required. Whenever we set our password, they're defined. You just enter password with the combinations of capital letters, small letters, special character, numerical, as well as a minimum length of password. It must be a 8 character, so through which a unauthorized access never guess easily your passwords, and they are not trying to access your data without any kind of permissions. But what is a password cracking? It is nothing but to provide identifications of password for the unauthorized access. It is nothing but the password cracking, and for this we are using a different 4 tool. Start with the John the Ripper. First release in 1996, John the Ripper's, or we can say JTR, is a password cracking tools originally pursued, or we can say produced, or we can say it is developed for the Unix based system. Guys, whenever we discuss a cyber security tools, you know that every tools is depends on a Unix based system. So as I remember, as a previous all the lecture, I will just mention that before you are starting your cyber security subject, you just learn the basic thing based on a Unix based operating system. If you are aware that all the operating system are specially Unix based, then it is really easy for you to how to work a specific tool for a specific advantages and disadvantages. So guys, I will just personally mention that you just learn a Unix based operating system, or if it's possible, then you install your system and learn how it's work. John the Ripper is designed to be both a futurist and faster, because both the thing is must be required. They must be provide a faster response as well as the advanced version. It's combine several cracking modes in one program and fully configure for your particular needs. Means every possible cases they can perform with help of John the Ripper's password cracking tool. It was designed to test a password strength, brute force encrypted means hash passwords, and crack password via dictionary attack. The most 3 important thing for the password cracking as well as password detection. First, our passwords is a particularly as per the requirement, as per the need. They can also verify with the needs of strength. Means we just enter our password which we want to set a particular locations or particular folder. They provide the strengthness particular password is stronger one or not. It is one of the facility they can provide with us. Then brute force attack tried all the possible cases for gaining or guessing this particular password, and the last one cracking password via the dictionary attack. Means all the possible case they can provide with the particular user's need. Some of the key features of the tool including offering the multiple modes to speed up a password cracking, automatic detecting the hashing algorithm used by the encrypted passwords, and the S of running and configuring the tool, making it password cracking tool. So guys, it is the last paragraph which mentions that why we are using JTR, or we can say John the Ripper tool. All the possible thing which we are performing based on a password cracking, or if we want to learn how a particular password cracking thing is work, then the particular last paragraph is mentions that what are the functionality provided by the John the Rippers. Next, what are the different cracking mode which is part of John the Ripper? First part is nothing but, or we can say first mode is nothing but word list mode. What is a word list mode? User must specify a word list and some password files. It is nothing but one kind of dictionary. What is single crack mode? It will try to using the logging information as a password, means they just guessing our password. This mode is much faster than the word list mode because they have a less number of possible cases compared with the word list mode, which allow using a lots of rule in reasonable time because it is a faster one compared with the word list mode. Incremental mode, it is the third cracking mode which is provided by the JTR. Is nothing but this is the most powerful cracking mode. It can try all the possible character combination as a password. When we set a particular password, at that time we know about the combinations is must be required, like minimum 8 character must be have use a capital letter, small letter, numeric one, special character, the same thing which should be performed by the incremental mode, and it should be provided by the JTR. Next one, it is known as a external mode. You can define as an external cracking mode for use with the John. This is done with the /john.ini file. It is the configuration file through which you can set a particular required user information which is not part of above 3 mode: wordless, single crack, and incremental. We just provide a list.external mode through which we can provide a sets of rules which we want to verify for the particular password cracking tool, and where mode is any identified, that you can assign this mode. The sections contain some functions that John will use to generate the word it's try. Means whatever the conditions, whatever the rules which is provided by the end user, all the possible cases, all the specific rules which is mentioned by John.ini file, they can verify with these specific conditions. These functions are coded in a subsets of C language and are compiled by the John and startup. Means the particular external mode work as a platform known as a C language, so it's required some compiler which is provided by the Unix operating system. Now we are studying a second tool for the password cracking. It is known as L0HT crack. L0PH crack is an alternative option to OPH crack. It attempts to crack a window password from the hash. Guys, it is the lines through which you just strike in your mind that if you want to crack any of the Windows system file, just you try to perform L0HT crack password cracking tool for the window password cracking. For the cracking password, it uses a Windows workstations, network servers, primary domain controls, and the AD. It is the most important thing for the password cracking in a Windows system. If you knowledge about the depth window operating system, then you know that what is an active dictionary. Guys, I will just repeat this line because it is the important one. What kind of parameters or what are the different state to cracking the password in a window operating system? We just use a workstations where the particular operating system is used, network server through can access your remote data, you can access a remote services, primary domain controllers, it is nothing but a DNS system and active directory where everything will be stored for the Windows operating system. It also uses the dictionary and brute force attacking for the generating and guessing the password. What is the dictionary? There are the lots of combinations available through which they can just try it for the password cracking. And what is the brute force? They try to combine or combination with the different characters like A to Z, small a to Z, special character, and 0 to 9, and try all the possible cases through which they can access a particular system. So it is nothing but the brute force attack. For this, they have maintained a particular string, but in case of dictionary, they have already inbuilt a password. They just verify, try and catch. It also comes with a schedule routine audit features. Means every time if you want to maintain your particular username, password, and verification, like every 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, weekly, daily, monthly, it is based on a routine. They just automatically work with a particular Windows system and perform the all possible cases. One can set a daily, weekly, or monthly audits, and it will start scanning on the scheduled time. So it is also one of the beautiful thing regarding L0HT crack. Means if we are not remembering those kind of schedule, at that time they are working with automatic schedule, which is should be mentioned by the user's end. Windows stores passwords in the security account manager SAM. Just remember this thing, security account manager. It is binary file that is difficult to read without a special tool. And guys, it is the file where every Windows password system is work, and through which they can identify our password, which is provided by the admin users or legitimate users. But I will just revise this line. Windows stores password in the security account manager SAM. It is binary that this particular file is very difficult to read for without any specific tool. So it is the important thing which we are known when we are using L0HT crackers. Not only with the L0PH crack guess password, it will extract LAN hashes from any SAM files, the local system or a remote system, and it will even sniff hashes as they across a network. Means if you want to crack a particular localized system without using a net, if you want to access or crack any of the remote system with help of a LAN or MAN connections, then also they can provide the L0HT crackers password technique. And guys, the last line, even it will sniff hashes as they cross a network. Means in between, is there anything happening with help of hashes code? It's maybe a secure message transmission, then also they can identify those kind of content. L0PH crack will extract a password from the local or the remote computer with dump passwords from the registers option, or we can say registry options. And what is the registry? If you are working as a Windows users, then you know very well what is a registry. I will just give you the guidance about how to open a registry. Try to open Windows R and type regedit and press the OK button. If you found that all the registered software which is installed in our computer system, everywhere you can find each and single entity, or we can say entry, it is known as a registry. Means we can say that if we want to install our system, install operating system, or install any of the exe software within the operating system, it must be registered with the registry option which is provided by the Windows system. Attacker must get a copy of the encrypted hash file which is available in form of passwords, representation stored in SAM, database of the targeted machine. L0PHT crack include pwd dump tool. Why we are using? Because it is the binary file and it is must be installed or must be read with some specific tool. For this L0HT crack, they can use a pwd dump tool for the dumping the Windows NT password representations from the local or maybe a remote machine across the network, because it is abstract with the help of LAN and MAN technology. Require administrator privileges on the targeted machine, because if you have a particular permission, then and then particular password is accessible, otherwise it is not work. So guys, it must be require administrator privileges. Now I will just give you the last thing, which is based on H0HT crack. What is the GUI? It is nothing but the graphical user interface of a particular tool. Guys, it is the thing which we are learned how it's work. It is some important menu tool, start and stop and particular push scanning, schedule audit, schedule task, crack account, weak password, expire account, disable account, force password changes. They are represented with all the chart. So a GUI is the really good one for the L0HT crack. And guys, if you just go through this GUI in the menu bar, then you can easily find that what are the different functionality which is provided by the L0HT crack. Now we are study a third tool for password cracking. It is nothing but a pwd dump. Pwd dump is able to extract NTML and LAN MAN hashing from the Windows target, regardless of the wherever sys is enables. What is sys key? It is nothing but the administrative privileges provided by the Active Directories in the concept of Windows operating system. It is also capable of displaying password histories if they are available. Means if some users, they can set a previous password which is available in store in a particular file. Means all the password which is created by the users in past, it is also be available, and current password is also be available. It outputs the data in L0PHT cracker compatible from and can write to an output file. Means if you want to use PHP dump, as a previously we said, see that L0PHT crack tool also use the pwd dump file, or we can say tool for the password cracking. So it is work is both the combined level. This tool is written by a Jeremy Allison in a year of 1997. It only affects Windows or XP 2000 computers, and it is used in order to dump users and password hash table in a local or maybe a remote Windows XP or 2000s computer. Guys, if you work or if your targeted system is work on XP or maybe Windows 2000 till, then it's work, otherwise it's not be useful for you. This hash table allow brute force password cracking in order to try to guess all the original value of the user's name and password associated dictionary attack, because it is nothing but an actual thing which is performed on a brute force manner. Login as a system admin to Windows machine and then run a following command at the command prompt. Which command is work? It's nothing but a php dump 7 greater than c/hash.txt. A particular file is identified in form of outputs that the data in L0 PHT crack compatible, means whatever the data it should be generated with this command, it's seen in a particular tool, or it should be shown in a particular tool. So for this you can identify easily, because if you are working as a Unix system, then it should be inbuilt tool. pwd dump 7 will dump the SAM to the screen, and the greater than character redirects the output file with the code as hash.txt, where all the password futures and current password is available. pwd dump -h -o -u and -p with a targeted host name, where what are the different options provided by pwd dump? H is nothing but the print the user's message and exits, means whatever the message is shown by you for particular targeted host. If we are working with -h option, or we can say -h option, then they can just print a message which is available in hash.txt. If we are go with the -o, specify a file to which to write a particular output. Then if you want to go with the -u, then specify the user's name user want to connect to the particular targeted machine, which is provided by in form of machine name. If you are going with the -p, then specify the password used to connect the particular targeted, means as an administrator, if you want to connect with the remote service, then you must be go with -p. And what about -s? It is nothing but the specify the share to be used on a targeted rather than searching for one, means they just required to define a targeted host which is not defined with concept of machine name. Means if we aware about our system which is connected with the only single system, and if you want to perform a brute force attack or guessing the password, at that time we are go with the -s option with help of pwd dump tool. Guys, I hope you are learn those command. It is very too useful as well as really too easy to remember this thing. And the last one of our particular web series, video series, cybersecurity lectures, as well as a unit number 3. Hydra is a parallelized password cracker which supports a number of protocols to attack. It is very fast and flexible, and new modules are easy to add because it is depend on users requirement. So if a users is in form of advanced version, then it is really provide a flexible thing. They can use another plugins also, and through which they can protect a advanced level technology against the hacking. This tool makes it possible for the researchers and a security consultant to show how easy it would be to gain unauthorized access to a system remotely. Guys, if you want to create your future plan in concept of positives, or we can say white hat hacker in a cybersecurity world, guys, unit number 1 and unit number 3, all the possible tool which we are discussing through this video lecture series, you just try to work on hard, and if you are performing on a masters on any of the single tool, then your future is very brightful in concept of cybersecurity world. And I specially recommend that you are just going through the Wireshark tool specifically, because it is really helpful to perform a network gaining packet access in concept of free available software. Hydra tries all the possible password combinations because it is the thing which we are learning right now, password cracking, against a server on the internet until one valid one is found to log in into the server. It is a powerful tool for hackers and a network administrator alike. Means they can try all the possible conditions until they are not found one of the things or one of the possible cases. And the last thing, Hydra also has a specifically command line like use -ens to check for empty password and where the password is the username. Means nowadays some of the cases where they can provide username and password both are same. So for these THC Hydra is work as a -ens command through they can identify that a password is blank will be set by the users, or they can just set a particular username because password is maybe a random one, or they can set with a personal information. So guys, this is the way we are completed our unit number 3 as well as a particular cybersecurity video series, and I hope you are learned so many things through which all the unit 1 to 5 and which is available in my YouTube video channel Dhaval Chandarana. If you have any doubt regarding anything or any specific topic, you just refer my channels and learn all the things which is discussed by the GTU syllabus. I hope you are learned and I hope you are enjoy my video lectures. Thank you so much.